Hey, I'm still Blade Knight. It's still deck box zone time, but this time it is time for Undead. It's my zombie-based deck that has been around for, I want to say a year now. Gone through many iterations. I don't know why I refuse to tear this thing apart. It's grown on me. I like it way too much. And I really like it because of the recent addition of a couple new guys. Endless Decay. This thing is horrible, and I love them. I have two of them. I technically have three of them. I just don't run all three of them. Two is just fine. That thing's attack is half your opponent's life points when it's summoned. Summon it right away. 4 grand beat stick. And it's level 5. If I had any rank 5s, it'd be really easy to make a 5 exceed, and I'll show you why. When we get down a little further, 3 pyramid turtles. I keep forgetting I put the rare one in here because I needed the third one. Yeah, 3 pyramid turtles along with him is pretty nasty because he special summons a zombie with 2,000 or less defense. His attack may be a question mark, but his defense is 0. So, yay. Goblin zombie, he'll be searching out Decay so I can normal summon him because he searches out defense instead of Sandgen, who searches out attack. 2 zombie masters, toss the zombie, get him back. No, wait, no, that's level 4 lower. Never mind, that's just getting Goblin zombie back so I can get it later. Bazooki is the one that gets him out of the graveyard. Spirit Reaper, you. Plague Spreader. I still don't know why I like running the 2 Rykos in this deck. Even though half the time I spam spells and traps off the top of it. I am a horrible miller. I could never run the Lightsworn deck. 2 Effect Veilers. Yep, that's where they went. Sandgen and the Dandy Warrior Arc, which has been in this thing ever since it was... Let's see, this deck eventually came out of, I think it was a Dual Assault deck, is what the first was. And that was focusing on getting out Stardust Dragon Assault mode and Red Dragon Archfiend Assault mode, which was really weird. I don't know if you want to look up that old deck box. It's somewhere in my archive. And last monster, Gores. I think it's the only deck that I run Gores in. I have a second one lying around here somewhere that I really should do something with. I should film my desk, but it's such a mess. It's full of good cards. There's a playset of Thunder Kings. There's a playset of Fossil Dynas I can see. There's a playset of D-Prison sitting there, for God's sakes. I should do something with those things. Anyways, I think I was going off on spells, and we got the usuals peoples. I got 2 MSTs in this deck. 2 Book of Lives. 2 Pot of Dualities. 1 Adverse, Mind Control, Mind Control. I think this is the only deck I run the Mind Control in, too. Where the hell's my other one? That's a good question. I know I have 2. I just don't know why I don't run it in some of the other decks. Oh, yeah, that's right. I don't have any room. It's one of those option cards, I think. Anyways, Mirror Force, the Solemn Brigade, Pimp Hand, and 2 Bitch Slaps. Eh. What? Pimp Hand, Bitch Slap. You cannot tell me that guy does not look like he's going to hit that girl right there. 2 Dark Bribes and the Calls. The Calls are mostly just because the whole zombie arc. They like me, especially some from the graveyard. And then Drill Warrior. Drill Warrior loop's actually pretty good for this deck. That was pretty decent. 2 Destroyers. You'd be surprised. That Spirit Reaper just sits out there, useless all the time. Get Quick Draw out there, pop a card. Cataster, Brionic. The only deck that I run this card, Orient Dragon, he's an experiment. The extra deck in this one's kind of a meh, because I have the 2 main beat sticks from Decay. He's just there because I can spam 6 pretty decent. Plus, I still got room for my Iron Train and my Gaia Knight yet, too, so it's not like I don't have level 6 options. 7's a little harder to sync, so there's only 1s. That's Black Rose. And, of course, Stardust, Scrap, Trishula. I think pretty much everyone runs 1 Stardust, 1 Scrap, and 1 Trishula, unless you're specializing in it. And, of course, 17 and 2 39s. People are probably yelling at me, wait, you have a Steel Swarm Roach, put that in. That thing's way better. I'm sorry. Roach is only handy for one thing, is if you completely ran over your opponent, you know they have cards, especially some of the level 5 or higher monsters next turn, then overlay for them. And I never have that happen too much. I normally kill them in the turn that I want to kill them in, with those things. So that will be Undead. I just realized it was a U versus U. Next week is Aquarius versus, what was it, Ook? Yeah. I always only remember my deck. So far I have 3 decks in the tournament. I gotta shake my head. Let's hope there's not all 4 of them. Later, you